perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah. Won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm just trying to fix stuff. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Come on. So today I'm focusing on the USB hub 4-port. So as you guys can see, we made quite some progress on it. So the idea of this is to make a USB hub as well. So we got our macro keyboards, our Cherry MX keys, some LEDs, some screens. And now today I want to focus on making a USB hub. USB hub mean that with one USB port I can control a couple others as well. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually got the chip I'm using is a TUSB8041. Yeah, it's a bit upside down. I'll re-edit this footprint. But basically, I saw online I can find a dev board. So there's a dev board here by Texas Instrument, and they actually have the schematic. So I'm going to use the schematic as a reference to make the circuit. Don't reinvent the wheel. So we'll go through it, try to understand everything that's actually part of this. As you can see, they do give a circuit. So there's the chip, some bypass capacitors. There's my input USB, should I say, and then my 4 output, and then some regulators, some current protection, things like that. So we're basically going to take this schematic and put it on our board. That's the idea. But try to understand while we're going. I think I'm first going to name all the stuff. So these are the USBs I'm using. I just thought it's pretty cool because they actually go through the board. It's probably overkill, but I actually just want to see how this works. So to save height space or something. So you can see it actually has a PCB wall cutout. I find that pretty cool. That's unique. Probably a bit more expensive, but hey, let's see how it works. So the idea is I still need to add another USB, so I'll add another USB-C somewhere. So the USB-C will go to my computer, then I'll be able to read 3 different USBs as well. And this is USB 3, so it's gonna be interesting. I've never done something like this before, so quite. And then there's the chip. PCB components placement is going to become difficult. Maybe add some more LEDs as well. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please just ask questions. Yeah, this is a long time coming, so I'm assuming if you're just coming today or whenever, a bit confusing what the hell's going on. Basically, this whole time is just me moving components. I actually never used USB-C before, so you can see there's way more pins. So when I use USB micro B, I normally just have my V bus, D minus, D plus. So I don't actually know what all this is for, but we'll find out. Hey Krish, how's it going? Hope you're well. So just to show, I'm going to use this as a reference. So the V bus is normal, my D minus, D plus is normal, like USB 2. These are new for me, so I'll have to do some reading. This is probably the high speed part. Capacitor in series, so we'll block the DC somehow, so ground, yeah, just, and then earth the shield. We will learn as we go. Pattern 1. Yeah. Is that good for you guys? Bad for you guys? I don't know. I don't really follow politics too much, but I know this was crazy. So if you see me looking on this screen, I'm just looking at this for reference, and then we'll break it down as we go. But if there's any questions, please just shout. Even if there's questions on projects you guys are currently busy, just shout, because some of this can be boring. What do you mean it's quite good? We actually did go to fiber the other day, or a week or 2 ago. Oh, I don't know, there should no be different between the other day and today. Strange. Place net. So I'm just going to do the building blocks now. So it's my V bus for number 1, should I say. What do you mean it's good on your side? Is it just working nicer? I'm actually just going to delete this because if I draw the circuit once I can just copy it, which is better. I might have to move some stuff around, maybe make the page bigger or make different sheets. I'll get to this chip. This is just a, because USB 3 actually gives way more power than the other USB 2, so there's some current protection here, but we'll get there. We're going to have 3 different USBs, so that's why I'm just putting a USB 1 there. I don't know why I'm D1, it's D minus. So this can be interesting because when we start routing, we're going to have to actually start caring about differential pairs and high speed, or not. I don't know if it's too, if it can be classified as high speed, but yeah. We'll take more care than we did for the drone. That's for sure. That's a very cool idea. So with what link? So it's just a smart little robot that you, hey Alexa. So it's just a smart robot you put on your, there's a thing that we saw on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok, I know I'm old. Like a small robot that like becomes part of your family. So cute. It still says Carrie's Harry Potter thing, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. I did the same for YouTube as well, and then YouTube seems fine. I don't know how this restream works. What does it say on Twitch? I'm playing Harry Potter while making a macro keyboard, I think. How do I see it? Don't know how this stuff works. Oh, I'm streaming Lego. Nice. No, but it's strange. If you go in Twitch, it says designing your own macro keyboard. So I don't know. But then I have to exit again, so. Oh well. Maybe I'll play Harry Potter later, who knows.
Mic on.
Damn it.
Mic off.
Krish, but then, yeah, the Raspberry Pi will be more just programming wise. That will be the hardest part, I guess. Does something like that exist already? Place ground. Game electronics. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you're trying to do. Because we're using Restream, so I don't know. I don't think the Twitch stuff works like it's supposed to, because on YouTube as well. I don't know. Where am I? Because I think if you're on Twitch, then on YouTube the chat will come up as like Restream bot, and then on YouTube, if you chat on Twitch, it will say Restream bot. So guys, when you see Restream bot, it's just someone on a different platform talking to each other. Hey Mr. Futures, how's it going? Just in time to help. No, lost track. Yeah, I was just giving this stuff a name. Futures, have you ever made a USB hub before? Because I haven't. I like this. Yeah, Krish, I think they should fire Kohli now. Kohli should not be captain anymore. There, I said it. But they rely too much on AB de Villiers and Kohli. It's ridiculous. The younger guys didn't do much. Except that opening batsman, the lefty, what's his name? Yeah, it's fun to use Altium again. But now when I switch between Altium and KiCad, I try to use the same buttons and then it's just chaos. So I actually want to make my settings to be the same in both programs. I think it's possible. You think I'm taking on too much making USB-C? USB, I saw a lot of easy ones on USB. USB, no, but it's not. Yeah, USB 3, I guess. But it's more about USB 3, not USB-C, right? Because you can still have USB 3 with USB micro B. I don't know, it's all confusing at the moment. Because it's not USB-C, this is USB-A. Like this. I don't know, man. I'm a bit confused, I won't lie. Yeah, but Dhoni's still playing in March, eh? So he said this wasn't his last one. That's what I understand. It's easy. I know this should work because I'm copying a dev board. You know what's the best thing about Altium now, Fusions, is I can use the parts that I was never allowed to use when at the company. I can just do this. I don't have to make components. How awesome is that? Haha. Yeah, you didn't allow me to do this, I remember. So myself and Fusions used to work together. And he was in charge of the Altium databases and stuff and shouted at me all the time. But now I can do what I want. Only thing I don't like is that it doesn't give the value here. I haven't actually checked it yet on Discord. So it doesn't give the value. So yeah, this number represents the value, but yeah, it doesn't give the 100 nanofarads. So I think the 1008. So I can change this just for, because I don't care too much. No, just for, so we know. Just what I noticed about if you use the components on Altium, their 603 footprints aren't always the same, which I don't really like. You see it's already a bit different. So I want to make that all the same. Then it's got a farad bead here for, how do you spell bead? I'm going to run a space on this. I only have one farad bead. I will have to draw my own then. Well, I guess I can use the footprint. Yeah, I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna make a 10603 and then just use it for all of them, because it doesn't really matter. Come on. Oh, there's no footprint. Ah. Damn it. Maybe just, I don't have to say bead, I can just ferrite. Nope. I don't want that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm using this as a reference. As a ferrite bead. Let's actually do some reading what this is about. I honestly don't know. Oh shucks, Control Z. How's your LED project going? Yeah, what PCB are you doing? For the LEDs. If you guys have any LED questions, Futures is your man. This is the same. It's interesting. This is transmit and receive. I was wondering what the difference is. So this receive, differential, and transmit differential. Okay. But let me just make this a T. Oh, come on, man. Now they got some capacitors here. I think I should read some other data sheet. After I'm done with this, I'm just going to have a look at the data sheet. What exactly are we trying to achieve with this? Because in the world we live in today, we can make anything work without even understanding it, but that's not the point. There's some bypass capacitors. That's not bypass capacitors, I'm lying. I don't think I'll have earth on this board. No. Anyway, let's just ground the shield. You can add the ferrite bead later. It's the same, right? So I don't like it like this. It's exactly the same, I just don't like it. This is exactly the same, as just preference. Always save, always save. Let's just open the data sheet. Not of this. Of that. So this is the IC, 4-port super speed, 5 gigabits per second. So I'm using this evaluation board as a reference. I'm just copying it, to be honest with you, to make sure it works. So we can use USB 2 if we want. So let's just see if we can do some quick reading. So my understanding is we're all familiar with your USB D plus D minus of USB 2. So that's just normal high speed. But then you get this SST, which is the super speed. So I assume this is the same. It's a communication, right? TX, RX. And then that will go somewhere. I'm going to stop shaking this stuff. So that's always go to the data sheet, and then yeah, this is what I made. So I did make the footprint because it wasn't available, and the library is available on our GitHub, all our Altium libraries. USB V bus. So we'll have to go through it slowly. So yeah, it's something that detects the voltages. Yeah, but we. And then we've got the power control. So the power control is what we're going to use for our this TPS. So it's a USB power switch. So it's protection for overcurrent, things like that. So I'll just keep this open. So there we've got it. Power distributions. Guys, if you can't see anything, please just let me know. Cool. So we'll get back to this. So we've got our, this is normal old school USB. We've got our new school USB. So I just want to check the TX. What did they say? Why do we add these capacitors? Do they say anything about it? I see, so they give an upstream implementation. So this is actually what we did. Nice, eh? So they actually tell you how to connect it. Like again, if you guys have a idea what to make, you can actually build anything in this world without understanding anything. Just copy, paste, put stuff together, which is a bit dangerous, but helpful. Depends what your goals are, eh? So if you've got an idea, make use of your resources. The upstream of is connected to USB 3 type B connector. Gang pin. Is that supposed to be changed? Gang pin. And then full power management, I assume. Pulled low. Gang pinned. Don't know what this is. I need to research. The V passing. So this is upstream. The downstream port is connected to USB type. The battery pulled up. Battery enabled in port 1. The downstream port is connected to connector with bat and 2 pin pulled up. So this is our battery charging. We'll do that later. Yeah, so this is where they speak about that current limiter thing. That's fine. I think this capacitors is like common practice. Yeah, I won't get into this now. This is going to be cool. Oh, so routing is going to be interesting because once you get to the high-speed routing, it's a bit different than we've been doing. Ooh, it's going to be a challenge. Do they say anything about the cap? So this will block a DC element, I assume, but guess I can. Does anyone know why we have these capacitors in series? And what ganged is? Ganged. Ganged. There's a voltage divider. And I'll Google it. Okay, yeah, so it is to do about DC blocking. So you can see it's about DC biasing. So while it's DC, the signals are of high frequency differential pairs. So as most of you know, a capacitor in series will block any DC voltage and the AC will go through. Cool. They don't have a Farapedia. Hey Maverick, how's it going? So I'll copy this 3 times. I'll just make this to 2. I'm good, thanks. Want to finish this keyboard today? Oh, not today. Let's be honest. This year. I'm definitely gonna let a manufacturer produce this. Cool, so we can just go Tools, Annotate Schematic quietly. So this will just give our components designations, designators, whatever. We'll give these numbers, C 28, 29, 27, 30. So let's do the power. What am I doing? Idiot. What are you doing? I just want to make a... How do I do that again? Stipulator. Guess I can just draw a line if I want to. Just wanna, so if someone tunes in, they can just quickly look, okay, this was this. Now I'll do the power protection, what you wanna call it. But I see this dead board runs off a 5V supply. I assume that the 5V we get from VBus should be fine. So I'm gonna work on, so this is what we have, right? So we've got our, I'm only going to have 3, and then 1 USB on, make it USB-C. Hey Kevin. Why? So what I did was this. So I've got a decoupling capacitor. Why you want to put it to ground? I'm talking about this. Isn't just for decoupling? Oh, I didn't change this. Over here they do a they do a voltage divider because this voltage here needs to be lower than this voltage, it seems. I'll get more into that. Hey Path, thanks man. Should actually show why they have selected components in their circuits. yeah, I don't know. So to be honest with you, I just googled why I want a USB hub, right? So I want to make from a USB, and I want to do USB-C because it's new technology, and USB 3. So I always look at what chip can give me that function. So I just found this chip online, right? So it's exactly what I want. It's got USB 3, it's got 4 ports, I only want 3. It also has USB 2, which I'm not going to do. And then that's the reason I chose the chip, nothing else actually. But that's why once I have the chip, I'm just going through everything, trying to make sure that I understand it, because I've never done USB-C before. I've never done USB 3 before. So it's new for me as well. So we are definitely learning together. That's why I've got the data sheet just open, because I'm trying to understand we do everything. But if you have questions, please just shout. No problem, Kevin. About that, that's another video. So there is ways to get the perfect decoupling capacitors with impedance and that stuff. If you want to know it, I can make another video, but I just do a rule of thumb, to be honest with you. We can go into detail, but I don't think that's too important. Yeah, you know the purpose of decoupling caps, what? Right? Hey, whichever. Kevin, no, it doesn't matter, man. Please, I like when you guys just say, because I make a lot of mistakes. I made a board the other day with my ground and VCC shorted. I won't go there. I'm still going to show you guys what KeyCAD actually cost me, but it doesn't matter. But please, guys, if you see mistakes or have any questions, please shout, because I do make a lot of mistakes. But Jayla, yes, exactly that. So I want one for this, for Altium stuff. So instead of pushing, like, let's say we go here to check my design, I do TDR. So now I can do it with one button, right? And Kerry wants it for gaming. So I always just wanted to make a keyboard myself. So now we're trying that. That's basically that. So I think I don't know Stream Deck that well. I assume it's for the Twitch streamers where they can just push buttons and magic happens. So yes, we are trying to make our own of that. So we see we also added an LED strip here, so we can put LEDs behind a computer. That is the idea. Glad we can help, man. That's the goal of this channel. So if there's something specific you want to learn, please just let us know. We will make a YouTube video about it. It's a bit difficult in the live streams to go through everything. That's why we chose to do a project, and then we'll learn while doing the project. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions about electronics or PCB design, should I say, just shout. KeyCAD or Altium, doesn't matter. Or any, actually, the principle's the same. Path, what projects are you busy with? Okay, let's get back to this chip here. So we're going to use this. I got this chip because it was used in this dev board I'm using as a reference. Yeah, that's a bit different now. So this is just a current supporter. So I'm using this dev board as a reference. I will do that. That's fine. But you'll see the more you design and stuff, you're not gonna calculate every single time the decoupling capacitors. There's like a rule of thumb, just use 10, 100 nanofarads or things like that. Yeah, but we can go through it so you understand it. So yeah, like I said, they even got the PCB and BOM, and very nice. It's clever from their side now, right? Because now you buy the chip, you can make the board. So we want to do this. This is a dual one. So this is a single one. I wonder if you should use the dual one. Play spot. PP for play spot. Oh, nice. For Corona, I assume. CC2541. What's that? Ah, the Bluetooth. So what's the sanitizer going to do? That's different to other ones. I see it's Bluetooth through. Path. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Path. Yeah, so it is costly, but Altium's actually gave me a license for free, so I can show you guys how to use it. So I'm very happy about that. But they've got, so I've got a link somewhere. I don't know if you're a student or something, but students can get it for 6 months free, and then get it for way cheaper. But yeah, if you are not a student working, then yeah, it's going to cost about 200 euros a month. I don't know, that's a lot of rupees. I know that's a lot of rands, it's a lot of everything. So yeah, it's not, but you can get a free trial, but it's mostly for students, I think, at the moment. But I have KiCad as well, so if you guys have any question about KiCad, I'll just open it and show you guys. Path, are you part of the, I don't know if you're on my Instagram or Discord or something, but on Instagram, if you go link in the bio, I would say, if you go to our bio, there's a link tree. If you click on there, you can click on Altium and then go through steps, and then you get a free license for 6 months, I think. And then after that, I think it's maybe $100 a year. I'm not too sure. I know there's a couple of people on Discord who has it, who are students. And Altium is really trying to help the students at the moment, because it's good for them, right? You do it as a student, you go to a company, because most companies will use Altium, Mental Graphics, Eagle. I've never seen a company use KiCad before, to be honest with you. But that's besides the point. Yeah, see, I don't want this footprint now, because I'm probably going to have to solder it. Let's just do 3 single ones. Yeah, Eagles. I've never used Eagle before, so I can't give too much opinion on that. Nice. What do you guys mean connecting circuits to my 3D files? So is it instantaneous? So if you change a board in your Eagle, it directly goes to your whatever CAD model program you use, like SolidWorks or CATIA or whatever? Or what do you guys mean by that? Cool, so let me just do this chip. Before I do this chip, let's try to understand the chip. So power distribution switch family, it's made for USB. So it's short circuit protection. Overload. So we got a voltage in, we got control signals to switch it on and off, like a switch, a fault signal, but I think your input just becomes your output. Yeah, so it's just a protection IC, should I say. We're not looking at this one, we're looking at this one. Close this one. Don't close it. I should check it out because we use Fusion 360 for our CAD drawings, or Kerry does, when we 3D print something. So, okay. So it just saves time. So it saves times from making it to a step file and importing it, I assume. Kevin, where are you from? Okay, let's just get my head around everything again. So we got our input, we've got our decoupling capacitor. So there's always decoupling capacitors, guys. That's a massive one though. So we're going to tell it on or off. Oh, nice. America. What's the time there now? Isn't it quite early? Like 5 in the morning? Oh, I don't know. Florida's? East Coast or West Coast? Sorry, man. I don't know. I'm naive. Or was it Florida, South Africa? Because we've got a Florida and South Africa as well. Okay. I'm just checking this. This is what they've got on the dev board. So they got 5 volts from their DC jack. And then they've got their DNV bus. Ah, okay. Multi-channel version. I don't actually know. Do you want to see? Yeah, it does. So there's a chip. If you look in the data sheet of this board, they actually show a multi-channel. If that's what you mean by multi-channel, there's a 2-channel one. I don't know if you get 3 and 4. I'm assuming you can maybe. Oh, come on. So yeah, they've got 2 channels. If that's what you meant. So do you do a lot of PCB designs, Kevin? If any, busy with any projects or anything? So I'm just saying that, yeah, so when I see VBus, I'm always thinking USB output, but this is actually going towards, you see with the arrows. So I was getting a bit confused that I always thought the input was at the output, but I was just being silly. But it seems like they actually, so there's a DC jack, and then that 5 volts will actually go to the USB. We're all amateurs, man. So are you trying to learn more about PC design, or just hobbying, having fun? So yeah, so this is actually, I think they're just saying this is off-page connector coming from page 2, because we're on page 3 now. Just so you know, guys know how to read it, so feedbus. But I would assume, yeah, so it's coming in. I would assume it's going out. Ah, nice. I think that's what we're building, right? Is it not? Multi-channel, yeah. Isn't it the same as a hub? I would expect this to be out. I don't like the arrows pointing in, or am I just mistaken? There's overcurrent protection. This will probably go to the IC. So guys, just copy, Control F, paste. Yeah, it goes to the IC. So if there's overcurrent, it will just switch off. This is quite nice. Okay, so let's just carry on. They use 5 volts from the DC jack, but I think I'm just going to use it for my USB-C. It should be enough. Yeah, why not? I'm not going to have external USB-C. So you can see this is power on. So the IC will control everything. Max 499. Oh, you want it like this? Yeah, it was USB 2. But what are you gonna make? You're gonna make a hub, right, or not? Or what's the purpose? Oh, okay, okay. Differential. So there we go. Hey Rob, king of the plants. How you doing? Have you started this, Kevin? That's quite interesting. Maybe nice to make a small one. Ah, okay. Well, we've got a, I don't know if you're part of the Discord channel, but if you're part of, if you want to join the Discord and you're busy with it and want questions or help, just shout there. There's a bunch of us there that like to give answers and we're just interested. And you're going to use Eagle for it. Doesn't really matter. That's cool, man. And have you made a PCB before? So this is going to give power to this. Yeah, I've only used ECAD and Altium, so I don't really know which one's the preferable, but I've heard good stuff about Eagle. Oh, so you're like a hands-on guy. You can solder and all that stuff. That's nice. I've been making a lot of solder issues lately. Yo. Rob, I'm doing well, thanks. Nice chilled Sunday afternoon. I'm eager to get this thing working. Oh, that's such a good skill to have. Because a lot of people just makes it like this, but then it gets in real life, soldering is a skill. A skill I need to learn proper. So you can see the chip has its own power on. Yeah, so this will be controlled internally. Then we just put I always copy and paste because these are linked in real life. So if I type anything wrong, it's not going to be correct. So this is basically just saying that this is connected to this port. So my V bus, so this is my input, and then this will be my output to here. Oh, that's nice. I wanna get a CNC router. That's my next thing I want to make my own PCBs. Rob, are you the same Rob on Discord who's making the CNC machine? I'm getting so confused. There's people with Twitch names, YouTube names, and Discord names are all different. So I don't just want to assume. I actually thought this was filter, but apparently it's fault. Place net. Guys, if I use a shortcut that you're not aware of, I'm just pushing buttons, please just ask. So it's more like, so when I want anything, when I say place, it's P. And then net for net label. So this will go to overcurrent number 1, which is somewhere here. There. So again, I push place wire. So keycade's the same, but you don't have to push place, you just push W for wire. Fiber laser PCB creation. Never heard of that in my life. I love Google. It's like this, I assume. I'll definitely have a look into this. When does it send that signal? So you got a new power supply and everything was fine. So it wasn't like an inrush current at the beginning, it was just random. So you got like a cheap power supply. Ah, what am I doing, man? Oh, come on, place net. Come on. There goes the my delete. But then you can use the same laser for the PCB and for normal stuff you'd laser for, like wood and that stuff. Because I know with the normal laser machines you can't do PCBs, it will just reflect, right? My project goal to make it work. No, so I don't know what you mean by goal, but I want a macro keyboard that I can use for Altium and KiCad. Kerry wants it for gaming, so for WoW and all that stuff. But then I just added my own features. So like, yeah, the keys, of course, some smart LEDs, a screen to display some information, the USB hub. We have a mic detection or noise detection. So if you've got headphones on and someone's trying to talk to you, your LEDs will light up to show someone's making a noise, so they can't startle you. I think that's all for now. Still see how I can add everything. Yeah, so there's LEDs there as well. And then I've got this that's going to go out to the back of my computer with LED strips. So my macro keyboard will be able to control my LED strips in the back. The second I get the pros to my oscilloscope close to the cables, my power supply goes crazy. That's strange. It's just an old DC power supply, right? Or not? What power supply is it? It's strange. Always safe, guys. Always safe. And then they want us to have a pull-up resistor. So it probably means there's active low. Yeah, so of course. So there's a line, negates it. So that normally means on schematic that it's active low, which means that a vent will be triggered once the signal goes low. So to make sure that's always high, we add a pull-up resistor. 10K. I'm gonna go small today because I'm gonna make, I think PCB way populated for us. So I'm gonna go small. No, come on, you have to afford to. You have to. No. Okay. Yeah, you can try. It's just a power supply should have its own smoothing and stuff. Do you try a different power supply? See what happens? Place, power. Once 3v3, I think we've got a 3v3 regulator on the board as well. Guys, we went through this previous video, so please, you can always go back and check it out. Just try a different power supply and see what happens. I don't know. But is it still any jerking or is it literally going back? It's strange. So I've got a diode. Is it LED? I assume it's LED, man. It can't be a diode. It's LED. So you can see here. So normally a LED is like a zigzag there. But the 330 ohm tells me it's a current limiting for LED. So I assume it's LED. That's why Fusions gave me hell the other day, because if you look at my LEDs, I changed it. No, it's on the, yeah. So yeah, I say LED, but I don't have that zigzag. So I think it's the same what they did here. Or is there another reason why you'll add a diode just going to ground with small, making an LED? I might be wrong, but who knows. Oh, that's interesting. Because our 3D printer sometimes, when it tries to push out the filament too hard or something, when it's get blocked, it will make a jerky move. So it's like almost like it goes over current. So I just wonder if it's similar. Ah, the cathode line. Whoa, that's bad. Like that. Well, it's just a... Ah, man, there's the line there. But yeah. It still works. Yeah, so Fusion shouts at me a lot. Perfection. I hope this is still... Guys just say the music's irritating or too loud. I just like having something in the background. And it has to be free, not free music, but like this non-copyright, otherwise YouTube will just block it. I will learn, man. I'll learn. So Futures, do you think this is a diode or LED? Okay, both are diodes, but which one do you think this is? Guys, if you're new to the channel, please don't feel shy. Say hello. Where you from? What I can help with? What we can help with? Why would you have a diode though? What will the reason be for the diode? Is there a reason for the diode? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Why can't I make it LED then? I don't have a pad. Doesn't matter. I'm going to have to use some small components because I think I'm going to run into placement issues on this board. We were aiming too big again, but anyway. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it. $150 microfarad. That is big, man. This is just a preference, but you can see there's actually the connection point at the end. So this still counts as connected, but to quickly go through a schematic to see if something's connected, I would rather just make sure that the whole line is underneath my net. Some decoupling caps, guys. No, what am I doing? Tools, annotate. So we're just going to copy this 3 times again. I'm going to have to go on another sheet. I'll make the sheet massive. Thinking what's the best way to do this. I think I'm going to make the IC on its own. Because the IC will come with its own components, quite a few components. So what I'm going to do is file, new schematic. And I'll call this the Hey Summit, how's it going? Save. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. As always guys, all this is available for you guys, so open source. Just going to take this away. It's a massive component. Yesterday I went somewhere to change the size to A3 and I can't remember where now. Don't want to generate rooms. This page setup is not the same. Anyway. Let me just move this into the project. Oh, it's already in the project. So it'll only, you can see this is a bigger version. So I try to make each sheet separate and then I make a top level where I can just point them. This makes it easier for me if I have a new project with the STM. I can just take this, copy it over. Then my STM schematic is by itself, no issues. So I want to keep doing that for reuse purposes. That means I'll have to start using ports. Just thinking about the best way to, yeah, it's be fun. Guys, so if you go from right to left, you see it's green. If you go from left to right, it's blue. So right to left, it will highlight anything that I touch. So if it's green, if I touch it, will highlight it. If it's left to right, it won't. So left to right will only take what's inside the box, and then right to left will take whatever it's touching. That makes sense. Kevin, honestly, I don't know. Depends on the chip, I guess. I haven't actually thought about the programming part. I guess it depends all on memory. It's a good question. I'll try to find out what is possible. What is a good number to aim for? Like the commercial ones, how many can they do? And also, if you've got a line, you just push spacebar to jump between the, what's the word for it? Yeah, so you can do this. Functions. Yes, that is the goal. That is the main goal now. So I want one button to do a certain commands, right? Or am I misunderstanding you? We're talking about scripting like Python. I want one button to do whatever I program it to do. So if I push one button, I want it to open Altium, new project, my Discord, everything straight away. That's the goal of the macro keyboard for me. Save time. But I think it's to be a while that this is finished. It's definitely one of the harder projects I've done. Okay, now because my IC is going to be on a different page, I'm going to make these into ports. So ports are just off page connectors. So you can see this is called a port. So this is coming from the outside world or a different page. So this LED plus, so that's when you get here, you can see these are from the outside world. That's how I understand it. Can I change it to ports? No. But then you can also make it an input output. So this is an input. I actually don't know if, so these nets are like local variables, so it's on this page, and then my port is like a global variable, but I don't know if I can name it the same, because I still want this here still want this here because that is connected to this part here. So, but maybe I should just change name. Let's change it to USB 1 power. Wait. Let's just take it slow. So where does it come from? It comes from this. This is my input, right? So this power is giving actually power to all of it. As you can see, is my input. So this can be an output. So this will always stay internal. Yeah, of course, yeah. So this will become a port. Then I can just go USB power. Yes, man. There's an input. So what? Do it like this. Make this USB power. So this is input. So what it's telling us is from the outside world, I'm going to get a power into the sheet, and then it's going to be USB-C, and then this will power. Oh wow. You must share this info in Discord. It'd be cool to see. Quite interesting how it turns out. I must change this to 2 guys. No. So I haven't traced yet, I haven't done my tracks yet. But no, so if it's about 2 amps I think, then the trace width will be whatever it's supposed to be for 2 amps. So no, so where the powers are, I will definitely make it a bit thicker. The routing is going to be very fun and interesting with this. Maybe I'll do a 4-layer board. I haven't done one in a while. Right, so we've got our USB power. It's going to come from there. I'm not too sure why it's complaining, but we'll soon find out. I'm going to get my files from my USB-C. That's not even in this circuit yet. It's going to go in there. I need a 3 volts. My 3 volts will come from a different page. So my 3 volts come from here, my voltage regulator page, and you see you're going to link it all like this, but we'll get there, So this does take a bit longer, but you'll see, like when you do new projects and stuff, let's input. So if I ever need to have USBs again, I can just take the sheet and put in my new project, and that's it. I never have to redraw this. Yes, that is correct. You can add notes. So yeah, let's talk about it. So what you can do is you can add directives. So you can say it's a differential pair. You can say, yeah, just ignore it. Or you can add a parameter set. So just thinking out deep in detail, but you asked, so it's a good question. So I don't know if Eagle, I'm sure Eagle does it. I haven't seen on KiCad yet, but you can add call directives, and then you can do a parameter set. So if I click on, let's say this, I get a parameter set, and then on here I can make rules. So I can add a rule that my width constraint should be a certain width. So when I start routing, it will make sure that my beat bus is never narrow. So that's a very good question. Yeah, so I think we're going to do that as well in this project. That's a good point. You can also make sheets, so blankets. So you do it like this, and then you can do the same when it arrives. Then you add a parameter set, and you can make a rule that everything in this blanket will lie in that rule, if that makes sense. So you can make use of the parameter set, and you can change the name. You can add it to classes so that everyone with this name of class will have a certain rule. So that is a very, very good point. So maybe we're going to do that before we start routing. We're going to look through everything, make sure that this differential, make sure that we don't make any mistakes, because once your schematic is fine, your PCB will just come from your schematic. That's a good question, Kevin. I hope that made sense, guys. So in the schematic, you can already say the rules for your PCB by using the parameter set. I think I'll make a YouTube video on that. That's a good one. Yes, sheets are modules, so it's like building blocks. So so let's say we did this one. We can just go here and say place sheet. Sheet symbol. And then over here we can just say this symbol is linked to this. And then you'll see if I save it, it will go back in the thing. Kevin, I'm not sure. I'm actually going to have a look in KiCad and then make a video about that, because I've never tried in KiCad before. I'll have a look today. I've never tried in KiCad. I cannot see why not. It's a good one, but that's going to be my next video. Rules in schematics. So as you can see here, we added this now. Just 3x3. So if we go to our sheet, I call this my starting page, and I go right click here, synchronize. There you can see it's there. So that means I'm just gonna, from this outside wall, I'm gonna give my USB power, my 3 volts. So I can go now, take the 3 volts here. And now it will have 3 volts, just like that. And my 3 volts will come from this, which is my voltage regulator. So it is different modules. That is good to know, Kevin. That is very good to know. That must make it look nicer. So if that's more understanding about the sheets and stuff. So that's what we're doing now. We're making it into a module. It takes time now, but if I ever want to use a Cherry MX again, I just take this sheet, put it in my new project, it's done. If I want LEDs, I put this in my new project, it's done. I never have to touch this again. I can add some LEDs, but the basis of it is always going to be fine. And once it works, I know it works. I never have to touch it again. I just know it works. Don't know why this happened. We saw this last time as well. So it means I didn't save. So everything that has to be outside the sheet needs a port. This not. But like this. And this. So this is RX, so we make this as a input. I assume, don't think it's bidirectional. I'll just take this name. Fusions, you still there? How was the honeymoon? How was your birthday yesterday, by the way? How was everything? This is bidirectional. Yeah, I can imagine. Did you at least have 2 people over? Because you're allowed to, aren't you? Yeah, I said in the Netherlands we're in a lockdown again. I think like most of the world. Kevin, are you guys in lockdown, America? Or is each state different, I guess? Such a big country. So we're only allowed to have 2 people over at our house in a single day. So if you have 2 people, you're not allowed to have a different 2 people. Can't believe I didn't make your 2, man. I feel hurt. Let's delete this. So how does it work? That each state can have its own law, right? It's like independent, like almost independent countries, or? Do you work for Disney? Like Disney? Like Mickey Mouse Disney? That is so cool. What do you do at Disney? Well, are you saying yes to the States or yes to the Disney? I'm going to ask one question at a time. That is so cool. Yeah, so are you happy or sad or what? Yeah, so I don't really get into politics too much, but I know that's a big one for you guys. Either way, Mr. Biden. What do you think will change now that he's president with Corona? More stricter? Or... That's so cool. You work for Disney. Disney. So, do you maintain the rides or how does it work? Do you guys have a lot of new rides? Do you have plans for new rides? Yeah, that must be a lot of responsibility, eh? If you're like busy and you make a mistake and machine breaks. But I guess there's a lot of checks and double checks and triple checks. You're frustrated about Biden? Is that what you're frustrated about? Third shift work. Yeah, so Disney's closed, I assume? Disneyland, Disney Park. Because in France it's closed. We need a ground. Oh, well, good luck, Evan. That sounds frustrating. So what are you keeping yourself busy with? Oh. Oh, that's awesome. Doing what? Is your keyboard part of the business idea, or? So it needs to go to the outside world. This. And this. And this. And this. And this. And this. Like someone comes to you with an idea and then you bring that idea to life or something like that. That's what I enjoy doing. No, not really. So we are a registered company in the Netherlands, but honestly we are just doing this at the moment, so teaching and helping and stuff. But if I ever had to do a company, I would do that. So like prototypes and just building the fun stuff, because once you get in the corporate and stuff, you actually start doing paperwork and you start losing the joys of making things. So, but no, we're currently not actually doing it like that. So currently we are a registered company, but we don't make any money. We're just doing this YouTube thing and making YouTube videos and just chatting to the community. We're a company, so we don't have to pay VAT on electronics. But yeah, maybe one day. I think maybe one day we'll branch out to that. But in a small business, are you going to try to do it alone? I would advise to, if you have a friend or something, do it with, because this type of stuff can be a lot of work if you want to do it alone. It's really, because I think that's a lot of time people don't understand with, especially hardware design, is the amount of time things take. That is, I can write software, but I'm not very good at it. So the software normally my wife does carry. She's way better than me. So she does all the programming if there's programming required. But yeah, so we are busy with that drone. Still waiting for the motors. Don't know what the hell's going on there. But yeah, this I'm gonna let Kerry program. She doesn't know it yet, but she's gonna program it. She's busy with a chess set program now. So we want to make a chess set where if we lift a piece, it will show you where to move and show where it's moved and record the game. Because I'm actually quite a chess nerd. I do like chess. So that's going to be our next project after this. But she's already starting to write the program. But what software are you talking about? Like microcontrollers, I assume, or computer programs? Looking good. I think this is almost everything. So yeah, this is looking good. It's looking good. But if you think just how long this is taking me, like a month almost, just imagine the people doing your computers, doing your iPhones, doing your Samsungs. It's just, the work in it is amazing. There's real heroes out there that we don't even know about. In what industry? In the Disneyland industry. I would love to do stuff for Disney. Make toys. I don't know if you can send photos. Where are you going to send it? This is a laser engraved box out of it. Oh, you can maybe send a link, I think. Can you send a link? Yeah, I think YouTube might block you. I don't know. What am I doing? I lost my chat. Where's my chat? Guys, I think I lost my chat. I don't know what's going on. That's a pity. Anyway. See, I'm a high quality streamer. I know exactly what's going on. Yeah, Kevin, so if you want to send a link or something, I think YouTube's blocked for some reason. And I'll probably stop my music as well. This quality. Maybe if you want, you can join the Discord channel, because yeah, it's a nice place to chat as well. Share your ideas. There's about 100 people on there just helping each other. So like Rob earlier mentioned, we're helping him, or he's actually just figuring out the CNC machine, sharing ideas. So it's really a cool place to just chat. And that's where we just send links and ask questions, answer questions. No man, JP. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, there, found it. I found my chat. But now I lost the other one I just opened. Anyway, we just added our ports, so I think all our outside wall components are connected. So now you guys will see when I go here. Let's delete this. And I'll say probably need to be bigger. And now we can just add it. So I've got my USB power as my input, 3v3. So it's like nice little building blocks. I think there's a quicker way of doing this, but maybe I'll just try that everything. And then you can try and make it neat and I was looking for number 4. That goes stupid. I'm just trying to get all the like USB 1s together. Nope. So as you guys can see, it makes it neater, makes it easier. Okay, so I got my 1, let's go with my 2. So I'm just trying to make it seem similar. I'm still going, Krish, I'm still going. I'll probably be busy for another 45 minutes or so. Who do you think went between the Delhi and David Warner? Come on. So I'm trying to make it the same as the top. So I'll make this the side. Come on. Do I have to take it one by one? No, I'm in Altium. I'll still try. Okay, cool. So what this represents is, this yellow is whatever I put on the outside. So I'll have a ground, place wire, place wire. Right, so that means this is my main page, my let's say my main in programming. And then I've got all these header files. I'm trying to relate it now. So I can right click here, open there. So whatever I make happen on the outside world inside this yellow, so input output, will happen on the page. So it will come in by the yellow, or go out by the yellow, or be bidirectional. I hope you guys understand. I know I'm not explaining very well, but please let me know if there's any questions. So we took a sheet and made a module of it, a building block. So I will never ever have to redraw this if it's working. But now we got to do the same for this bad boy, because these actually go to this, but to get there we're going to make sheets and we're going to link it to one another. Yes, but now I want this page big because I made this component too big. Yeah, I can Google this and get the answer in 2 seconds, but I'm gonna go through all the tabs and try to see if I find myself. Doesn't make sense, but anyway. Somewhere must edit page something. Because this page setup's only for printing, I think. Hey Syed, how's it going? Yeah, it's printing. Somewhere project. Maybe I can right click on it. Come on. Ah, there we go. A3. Oh, that's my default. It's not gonna help now. I'm good, thanks. Nice relaxed Sunday afternoon. Still carrying on with our macro keyboard. I'm looking to change. Just to prove to you guys, I did it yesterday. This is A3 with it Altium, and I can't remember what I did. I'm going to give in and just Google. So now default's going to be A3. That's fine. But that's going to help me for my problem now. Nice. Is your year end also the end of December like South Africa, or is it the middle of the year? Are you finishing second year now or starting second year? Well, then you came to the right place, I hope. So yeah, so this might be a bit, yeah, so I might jump around complexities and stuff. So please just ask questions and I'll answer. But that's why we are making YouTube videos on the side, just to break it up into different components. Where about in India? Which city? So what do you want to learn, Syed? PCB design, electronics? Because it's different, right? You can do pure electronics but never make a PCB, or you can just do a PCB, or both, or... Guys, I'm going to give it in. I'm going to Google. Chennai Super Kings. What exactly do you want to learn? PCB design, electronics, because you can do electronic circuits but never ever make a PCB design. You give it to someone else to do. Oh, it's my micro. Yeah, it's A3, man. What the? I found it, guys. Don't fear, got it. Yeah, I understand. So you want to take the theory and bring it to life. So you're part of our Discord. That might be a good place just to start. Join there and then ask questions. People will help, especially if you have specific questions what you're busy with. But I always say, get a project started. So if you have an idea in your head, just start doing it. When you start doing it, you'll start learning. Theory is important, but it doesn't help you just have theory in your head, but you can't build it. Oh, nice. Thanks for the follow. Nice. So what projects are you busy with? Or what project do you want to start building? Thinking now what I should carry on with for the day. There's some boring stuff I need to do, like take out all these and make them names and stuff. Need to add decoupling capacitors. I'm not going to do that now. So let's just... If I forget, guys, just remind me to put this on GitHub so it's available for everyone. So if we carry on next week, we're all on the same page. Yeah, it depends on the complexity of the circuit, eh? So let's try. Yeah, we're gonna have issues now, but it's fine. We'll deal with the issues. Design update. So when you see this, it's just saying you've got on your schematics, you'll have links like your VBus, and on the PCB, because I already have components placed. I already have components placed with links and stuff. Now it wants to override it and stuff. So initially you first want to finish all your schematic and then place it, but yeah. So let's just see what happens. Automatic create components. So add some links. You can see question marks. It means I have not annotated everything. So let's just annotate. Yeah, this is wrong. I should have a designator there. I need to update this footprint. So it's going to move it. Let's see what happens. You see now they all came apart, but now they're linked. Because J1 was over there. Yeah, I think when you do it practically, you'll always understand more. That's just my opinion. Theory is nice, but I like to learn theory once I've got a problem to solve using the theory, if you know what I'm trying to say. So for me, if I just look at theory and I'm not going to implement it, yeah, I don't find it that interesting. You need a mentor. A mentor. I think the best you can do now is just like I said, choose a project, like what you're interested in. It can be anything. And then try to think of something you can build or design for that project. And then you'll learn as you go. But then if you have any problems, right, or questions, just go on Discord and send us a message and we can try to help. But what do you mean by a mentor? Someone to tell you exactly what to do? What's your idea of a mentor, Syed? I've never seen USBs like this before, like that is as the board cut out. I find it quite interesting. Okay, but what circuit? So what will be the purpose of your circuit? What do you want to build? Because you can go on Google, get Arduino board, make Arduino board yourself, but I don't know if do you just want to learn how to make PCBs, or do you want to make something you actually find interesting? You mean like a hot air glow? I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm zoning out now, man. It's been a long day. Yeah, so these capacitors for the power IC. Where's my power IC? That's cool. Where's my IC? My IC is gone. It blows up. Maybe share your design on Discord and people can have a look at it. But yeah, for us at the moment so we do have the academy, the Plumpot Academy, where we give individual attention and stuff. Because it's quite difficult, because a lot of people do message us on Instagram and stuff, and we try to help as much as we can, but we're only a couple of people, right? It gets a bit, and still have full-time jobs, so it gets a bit difficult, but we enjoy helping you guys, so that's why we're doing this, right? But yeah, I don't know if you want to join the Plumpot Academy. Kevin, some of them. So this is from GrabCAD. This is from GrabCAD. The others are part of the footprint I made. So like the Cherry MX. I also got from GrabCAD, and you just import it when you make the footprint. The LEDs as well. So you do import the 3D files, but you don't import it in this. You import it when you make the footprint. That makes sense. But some of the stuff's already there, like this was already there. AJ. Saeed, if you want, you can just have a look in Discord. I think under announcements, there's a pin message. And there's a thing about the Academy and stuff, actually the Makers Club. So we have a small group of people that we help with their projects. It is a paid subscription, at $10 a month. So then we help you with your projects and give more one-to-one, what do you call it, interaction. It's just a way to make it smaller, because we honestly can't, we want to help everyone, but it's so difficult. So I'm trying to find ways to help like this for a bigger audience. But you can always send me a question on Discord, on Instagram, and I'll try to answer. So yeah, this is a macro keyboard. So we're gonna make this keyboard to be able to, if I push a button, then my computer will be able to use certain commands. So if I push one button, maybe it'll open Altium, Google, everything at once. Or if I use it for this, instead of pushing, like to check if there's any errors, you do TDR. So T is for tools, R is for TD, so D is for design rule, and R is for run. So instead of pushing 3 buttons, I can just push 1 button. And carry with gaming, things like that. I think in WoW stuff, you can just push a button and magic happens. So it's just a macro keyboard to control the buttons. Yeah, so you just have a look there. And it's not subscription, or you're not contracted to anything. If you're not happy with it or anything, you can just leave, right? So it's really not set in stone. It's just a way for us to try to help people on a more one-to-one basis. Still trying to learn a way how to do it. Yeah, you can if you want. So this will be available on Altium, so you can do what you want. Yeah, sure. Let me first get it working, Kevin. Great, Said. That's good. Good luck with exams. You seem like an entrepreneur, Kevin. Entrepreneur. I'm just not sure about, you will know. I don't know about all the rules and regulations in America. Like UL and all that stuff. Because I assume all the regulations are different around the world. But this is not high tech, so it should be fine. But if you're a company, Kevin, we can put your logo on here or something. So say it basics of PCB design or basics of circuits. So this is a circuit, but you can make a circuit. You don't need to make a PCB. But to learn how to do PC designs, that's a bit different. So we have lots of, or you've seen the YouTube videos about how to make PCBs on KiCad. So what basics you want to know? Yeah, guys, I don't know where I'm gonna get space for everything. I want to know where's my chip? Where's this? Thanks for staying with us, Fusions. Have a good day. I'm also going to leave soon. I'm losing a bit of focus here. And I don't want to start this chip now. It's going to take long. And I want to go make a YouTube video about the KK stuff. Circuits. I'm sure there's a lot of YouTube channels you can look at, Said, like all about circuits. I was actually watching Electro Boom this morning. This is funny. We spoke about motor control with MOSFETs in a fun way. He spoke about, go check Electro Boom. That's a fun way of learning. Don't do what he does. But there's a lot of YouTube videos about circuits. But if there's a specific concept you want to know, let me know. So like motor control, current limiting, microcontrollers, MOSFETs, transistors, things like that. I'm not in South Africa now, so I am South African, but I'm living in the Netherlands. I've been here for about 2.5 years, but I am South African. Yes, Kevin, I'm using the WS2182B, so it's addressable LEDs, so it's like this. So it's quite cool because with one line you can control all the LEDs for all different colors. I've been using them for years, I love them. Electro Boom. That's Electro Boom, the second one. Do you use existing software to interpret what each button will actually do? Yes, yeah. So I'll use a HID controller type of thing. So you can see these are my buttons. I made into row and columns to save IOs. So when I push this button, it will know it's channel 1, row 1, column 1. Yeah, so column 1. When I push this, it will see both. So yes, I wish. I actually dreamt about him last night, Elon. He was actually my family member. We had a barbecue together. It was amazing. I'm a big Elon fan. You guys stole him from us. No, he's doing good stuff there. He's actually Canadian, right? No, Canadian. He's South African. Always South African. So Electro Boom, like that. Does it work? Yes, diode kills the ghosting. That is correct. And then we've got, I don't know if Khan Academy is still a thing. When I was younger, this was amazing. I think it's all about circuits. There is so much. Guys, I know there's a lot of people on this channel know more than me about this, but Sayed, really, it's more about, you can know the basics, but implementing will be quite nice. So if you have an idea, something basic, I don't know what your interests are, but if you want to make a smart home NFC door lock, so what is NFC, how does it work, how do you implement it, then you can learn the basics around that to implement that. I think that, for me, that's the best way of doing it. We're in Africa. Africa's big, eh? So I would always say, just go for a project. I like it more like that. So I need to do motor control. What do I need? H bridges, MOSFETs, things like that. How do I dissipate the heat? And if you build something and blows up, that's good. You learn. That's just my preference. Guys, I think that's enough for today. There we go, great Scott. Yeah, great Scott. He's got over, what? He's got 1.4 million viewers. He's quality. Cape Town. Oh, what a place. Best city in South Africa. Now when you said live in Africa, I thought it's maybe north or middle. I've not looked if it supports it, but I can give a module to make a capacitor touch. I haven't actually looked into that. What do you want to use capacitor touch for? You want to add some features to this? I'm running out of space, man. Where's my... Just make this, I think it got deleted. Ah. All my projects. Yeah, this is what we have to be careful with. So you can see my sound imitator is U1 already. So I can't use U1 again, but it's making it U1. Don't know why. I'm just gonna make it my own U7. Hey Ramesh, I'll probably make this a 4-layer board. There's a couple of reasons. So I'll probably have to have these components very close to one another, so my signals traces will be a bit tight. And also we're going to have quite a high speed with USB 3, so I can have my ground plane and my power plane quite no cuts in it and things like that for EMC and all that stuff. So I'll definitely go 4 layers. I won't go more than 4 layers. I can probably do it 2 layers, but it's not going to be nice. And it's radiation wise won't be good. But 4 layers. 4 layers. I haven't done a 4-layer board in years. Keyboard emulator for flight sims. Are you a pilot, Kevin? I don't even know how cockpit looks. What buttons to push. Why is that, Syed? Because yeah, if you know, I guess if your base is strong, you can make anything. But I think there's a lot you learn with your hands. Like where you're gonna learn to solder and struggle and break stuff. Let's see if that worked. What I tried. Guys, I'm busy breaking stuff, I'm not sure why. So I'm just going to push CC for compiling. Yeah. I'm missing a... maybe we should bring out a way to connect external modules to it. Because I think if you add too much now, it's going to become quite bulky. But if we find a way to have the keyboard, but then you can add attachment maybe or something. The footprint's missing. Oh, that's a nice way to go, Rob. That's the thing, if you're interested in something, you'll find a way to learn it, right? Guys, you know what I've noticed is like when I use Altium in Discord, it says I'm playing a game called Else World. I've never heard of this game. So it seems like I'm playing games the whole day. It's internally pulled out, Kevin. So I'll pull it internally on the SMT. Good question. So you can see I don't have any pull-up resistors or anything. Internally I'll pull it up. Restreambot, can you see those links? I am Restreambot. What link do you want to send, Said? A bit confused, what link? Okay, so let me just get my bears in focus again. So guys, the problem is when I sit sometimes at night, watch some cricket and then do some PCB design on the laptop, and then I didn't take my library for Plumpot library over, and in that library I make this component, so you can see there's no footprint available. That's why when I want to take it over to the PCB, it's not showing up. Yes, key press makes ground, correct. What's it all about? Circuits. Said, you can just have a look at like this. They will like just do basic, like fundamentals. Where Great Scott will do a project. So I don't know what do you want to know? So do you want to know like just how MOSFET works, how a transistor works, how a diode works? What level do you want to? Yeah, no, we can always make a version 2, version 3 of this. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. To be honest, I'll probably do some stuff on this tonight, make it a bit neater. But I think that's quite boring for everyone to watch me just moving components around. And I need to, like all this naming I have to do and things like that. So I'm basically gonna, take the dev board schematic and just see how I can implement some values. So there's decoupling capacitors, things like that. But I'm also going to make a video now for YouTube. We'll see. Guys, this is on GitHub. If you're on Discord, not Discord, there is, in the Discord, if you go to PCB design, on top you see pin messages, and in pin messages you'll see the, I don't want to show it now, it's just Kerry's Discord. So in the PCB design, on top right there's like a pin. If you click on the pin, you can see the GitHub for Plumpot, and in there you'll see all the PCB designs, the drones, the battery charger, this, and there's the PCB libraries for Altium. I'll put the keycap. Yes, because we can. I was thinking more of a encoder to go between the settings, but if you want to use a joystick for a mouse, or you just want to fly or something. Guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks so much for joining me. It was really fun. I enjoyed chatting to you guys, and just yeah, it makes it exciting. Makes it better, because this can be quite tedious, just routing and placing components. And it's fun just chatting. If you guys want, you guys join our Discord. I'll send a link now. We can chat offline and things like that. So yeah, Saeed, Kevin, Rob, Ramesh. There are 7 people. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks for chatting, Futures. It was really cool, you guys chatting. I like these questions, answers. But yeah, that's me for today. Catch you guys on the other side. So same time, same place next weekend, next Sunday. But this was good. So maybe next Sunday we can start routing. Yeah. Maybe I should put in a longer stream, like 6-7 hours. You guys can see how long it actually takes. It's not just a quick thing. So have a lot of respect for the people making your cell phones. It really takes a lot of time. And think twice if you want to become a hardware engineer, guys. This is not, yeah, it takes a lot of time. You really have to be interested to do this. And if you make a mistake, it costs money. It's not like software. You can just redo. Saeed, I think there's actually a lot on YouTube about that. So I can do it, but I actually think that a lot of people have done it. So I don't want to redo what other people are doing. So if it's something really missing in the community, I would definitely do it. But I'm sure we can find it. So I'm not just here to make videos and stuff. So I really want to give value. So it doesn't matter. I'll redo it. So if you really want something to explanation, please tell me. I'll make a video about MOSFETs or whatever. If you can't find it, I'll definitely do it. So, but anyway, send me a message on Discord. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. I don't know where the stop button is. Have a great week, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.